Okay, so very good afternoon to all. So in yesterday's session, we saw that how to create a folder after installation of Notepad++, right? So what was the name of the folder that we created yesterday? Anybody? What was the name of the folder? Yes, what was the name of the folder?
WPA.
Yes, WP.
A.
It was WP division A. Okay, good. Right, so this was the folder name which we had created. And I also told you that we created one subfolder, right? What was the name of that subfolder? Images, to store the images. So we created this WP division A under G drive. Okay, we went to G drive, and in G drive what I did, I created that folder. Do you agree? So we created that folder in which drive? G drive. So after creation of folder, you created one more folder, that is images. Okay, so today we will see how to create one demo file in this WP division A folder. We will see how to create one file, okay, in this folder, right? So yesterday I told you about what? Notepad++, right? Today I am going to also tell you one more web development IDE. Okay, so yesterday I told you about Notepad++, which is what? Which is an editor, right? So today I am going to tell you about WP IDE also. What is IDE? What is IDE? Integrated Development Platform, right? So that integrated development platform is also used to develop what? The HTML code. So we are going to see that also in today's session. Okay, fine. So how to create a file? So first what you do, go to Notepad++, right? So at the time of installation, what we did, we already selected place the icon on the desktop. How this icon will come on the desktop? Because we selected that option at the time of installation. That is the reason it is appearing on the desktop. So what is another procedure to open this Notepad++? You have to go for start button, okay? And then you have to go forward, search, okay? And there you can open what? That Notepad++ option, okay? Now, so finally what I do, I open this Notepad++, okay? Yes, so once when I double click here, my Notepad++ is visible, right? So it will get opened. So once when the Notepad is open, you can see that this is the main screen of that Notepad++. Okay, is the Notepad visible to all of you clearly? Is it visible? Yes, Notepad is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. See now.
See, ma'am.
Okay, fine. See, this is the menu of your Notepad. File, edit, right? You can see here. File, edit, search, view, encoding, language, tools, macro, run, plugins, windows. What are these? All these are the menus, different menus that are available in the Notepad++. Okay. Now, what is the next procedure, or what is the procedure to create a file here, right? So I will go for an option called as what? File. Okay. If you are having any notebook near you, you can note it down. This is also available in the PPT also. So I go for file, then I go for new. Okay. And the file is created, named as what? New one. Okay. The file is created as new one. What will be that default name given for that file? The default name will be new one, right? So this is the default file which is created. But what is the problem, guys? All you know that like MS Word files are stored with what extensions? .doc, isn't it? All MS Word files are stored with .doc extension. Sometimes it is also stored with .dox. Okay. Similarly, we use .xls, okay, for Excel files, right? We use .c for your what? C programming files, right? So these are what? These are all called as what? Extensions. These are all called as extensions. Similarly, when I want to create an HTML file, I have to store that file with .html, okay, or .htm. So all HTML files are stored with this extension, that is .html slash dot or .htm. Okay, so this is the first step. Remember, when you create a file in a Notepad++, write down the first step is saving the file, right? The first step that you have to do is to save your file properly, right? So how you're going to save that file? See, I will show you the steps for saving the file. So go to, this is the new one file which is created. Go to file, right? Please note it down if you want. Go to file, then go to save as, right? Then go to the second option, that is save as. All right. Now, when I go to save as, okay, when I go to save as, can you see that the G drive is visible to you? Okay. Is it visible? The G drive option, is it visible to all of you? Yes, guys. Is it visible on your screen clearly? Can you see that
Yes,
G
ma'am.
drive? G drive clearly kansakatitalla? Can you see that G drive?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, when I go to this G drive, what is the step that I want to do? I have to open my folder. See, here I have got a folder which I have created in G drive. So select this folder, that is WP Division A. Okay, as we created this folder yesterday. So open this folder, right? Double click on this folder. So these are the subfolders which I have created in main folder, that is WP Division A. Okay, I have created two subfolders here. Okay, so first I have created images, second I have created videos, right? And the third one is the file. Okay, I have created one file, right? So you can also create many subfolders like videos or images. Okay, so different types of subfolders also you can create in the main folder. So here I have created images and videos. So two subfolders are there in main folder, that is WP Division A. Okay, so two subfolders are there. Now where I need to save this file? So what is the exact location to save this file? So you have to directly save in what? WP Division A. Do not store in any subfolder. Directly open the G drive. Okay, and after opening the G drive, what you are going to do? See, once again I will tell you. Go to file, go to save as, right? Yeah, then you will appear where? In the G drive. Then select your folder, that is WP Division A, right? And now here you just remove this default name and set it as, okay, first web, okay, .html. So what you have to give? The name that should be given is, see what names you are giving, that should refer to your file. Okay, do not give any another names like any film name, hero name and other names. Okay, just give a proper name to the file. So I am creating my first web page for you people, so I am giving the name as first web. Okay, so just give proper name, use proper naming conventions when you are doing programming, right? Do not use any another kinds of name. So I'm using a name that is first web, and do not forget to write this, that is .html. So .html, it means that you are going to create a hypertext markup language file. You're going to create an HTML file. Okay, so remember that. Next, see, it is taking all types. Just keep it as a default. These are different types of files. Okay, these are different types of files, right? So we don't need to worry about that. What you need to take care is that just this, keep it as what? Star.star. It will always come by default. You don't need to do anything there. So just here you give the file name and click on save. All right. See, so your first web.html file is saved under what extension? WP Division A. Okay, can you see that? So where it is stored? it is stored under this location. So where is your file stored, guys? It is stored under, you saw it, right? G, so G drive, okay, :/ what it means? Location of the file. So G : / it is the location of the file. So under G drive, we had created a folder. What is that folder? Web for division A. So web programming for division A. Then / means what? This is the main folder, and under that folder, what I'm doing, I'm storing a file. So what is the name of my file? firstweb.html. So what it is called as? This is the location of the file. It is also called as the path, right? Or it is also called as the address, right? Did you get that? So this is also called as what? Location, path, or address of this file. So where is this file present? Okay, where is that first web file present? So this first web file is under which folder? Web division A. Okay, where is web division A? Web division A is under G drive. So this is the way your file is saved, right? So this is the first thing which we want to discuss for today's session, that is creation and saving a file with .html extension, right? Is it clear? How to create a file? We saw how to create a file, then how to save a file. All right? Okay. Now I will tell you how to write a small HTML code. Okay, we will discuss that. What is HTML and all we will discuss in Thursday's session. Today, we will just see what is the default way of writing the HTML file. Okay, now, so just see that I have to use a symbol called as what? Less than and greater than. Okay, I have to use these two symbols, that is less than and greater than. So this is just like your opening bracket and closing bracket in other programming languages. Okay, so these are called as what? Tags. We call them as what? Tags. Okay, yeah, is it clear? So we call them as tags. Okay, so I will just see if I could increase some size. Is the size comfortable for you? Can you see? Is it visible clearly? Okay, so I will do it in the next class. Just see here. So I have to use something called as what? Tags. Okay, so what are tags? They will come like this. Okay, so all your HTML is written into this tags. Fine. Yes. So now I will write a default code for you today. I will use a symbol of less than. I will use an exclamation mark and 2 dash, or you can say that 2 times the minus symbol, right? And then I will type that first web page. Okay, and then I will use these 2 lines and I will close this tag, right? So what is this called as, guys? This is called as what? Yes, this is called as, this line is called as what? Comment line. Okay, so this line is called as what? Comment. How do you write a comment, right? How do you write? You use a less than symbol, exclamation, minus, okay, and then it becomes a comment. Okay, it becomes a comment. Where does it become a comment, guys? It becomes comment in your, all right, I think it is visible now. It is visible. This size is okay, right? So this is called as a comment. So what happens for comment? Anything that you write in comment, okay, anything that you write in comment, what happens? It is not executed. Okay, it is not executed. It just provides what? Information, right? It just provides the information. So for which it provides the information? It provides the information for the editors. Okay, it provides info of your files to the editors. Clear to you? So first line that we write is called as what? Comment. So here your first web page, this is called as what? Comment line, right? That is called as a comment line. And you can see that the comment line appears in the green color. Okay, all the comment lines appears in the green color. Okay, all right. So I can see 38 participants are there. I want a good strength for the class because this is very, very important, because we don't know when the regular classes are going to start. So if you miss these sessions, it will become difficult for you later. So inform your friends. Okay. Yes. See. All right. Then I go on pressing enter, right? Then the next thing what I do is, okay, I use one more exclamation mark here, right? Okay. See, don't give a space here, right? See, if I give a space, it will take an error. So what is needed here? Immediately after completion of 2 lines, okay, just take it closer, right? That is the beginning. So this is the beginning and this is the ending of the comment. Okay. Now I go for typing the next line. Okay. So that is DOCTYPE, doc type. Okay. Yeah. So what doc type I'm going to take? I'm going to take an HTML, right? And then see, it is also like exclamation and doc type HTML. It is just like a header file, which you preferably use in your other type of programming languages. It's just like a header file. All right. Okay. Now see, in between, keep a habit of saving your files. In between, please keep a habit of saving your files. If you forget to save your files, and sometime if the supply goes off, your data will get erased because we are working in primary memory. Once when you save this data, the data will be getting stored into the secondary memory. Okay, fine. Now we have the main thing, that is HTML, right? So right now you don't worry about whether what to write in capital and what to write in small case. Okay, now currently I am using everything in a small case letter. Okay, I am using everything in the small case. Later I will tell you all the rules, where to use capital and where to use small. Yes, fine guys, is it clear? Okay, so once when I take this HTML, okay, I am going to write a head tag. Okay, I am going to write head tag, right? So in HTML, the sub tag which you have to write is heading tag. The second tag which comes in HTML is head tag. Okay, so in head tag you write what? A title tag. Okay, in head tag you write a title tag. So here you can write some title called as my first web page. Okay, so write a title called as my first web page. All right, so the first page that I take here is the, yes guys, just keep your mics on mute, all of you. So the first web page that I take here is my first web page, and close the title tag. Keep a habit of, see, this is the opening of a tag and this is the closing of a tag. So whatever you write between this title tag, this will appear, this my first web page, whatever my first web page you are going to take, okay, so that will appear as what? Title. Okay, that will appear as a title for your web page. Okay, and where it is used, right, it is displayed, it is displayed, okay, on all the search engines. Okay, search engines result page. Okay, so whatever name you are going to give here, that name is also referred by all your search engine. For example, if you type like my first web page in the Google, so Google is going to search all these files with this extension. Okay, so what Google will do, Google will find the file called as my first web page. So whatever you write in the title tag, okay, it is considered as a title for the web page, right? Title for your web page, and that should be covered into the head tag. Okay, that should be covered into the head tag, and it is also used by all the search engines. Okay, yeah, it is also used by all the search engines. So this is also called as search engine result pages, right? Search engine result PS, that is S is capital. So it is also used by SERPs, that is search engines result pages. Okay, so this my first web page, right, is the title of your page. All right. Okay, yes. So next, coming back to the next, after completion of title tag, what I'm going to do, I am going to write some more tags. There are some more tags which comes into head tag, but we are not going to use that at present. This is just an example. We are going to use tags like meta tag. Okay, we are also going to use a tag like link. Okay, all these tags will come under what? Head tag. Okay, so all these come under what? Head tag. Now when I want to write like something to for my information, so I will add a comment and I will say tags, okay, under, okay, head tag. All these tags will come under what? Head tag. So I added a comment for my information. Okay, then so these are the tags which may come under what? Head tag. So what are those tags? Yes, or everything if I want to make as a comment, I can just do it like this, and then I can add link tag. Okay, I will also have a script tag. Okay, I will also have a script tag. Then I will also have a style tag. All right, so these are the tags which will appear under what? Head tag. And now I will close this head tag. Did you see that? Okay, and after this I will end my comment and I will also save my file simultaneously. Okay, so what I did first, I created a file, I saved a file with .html extension. This is the name of file, first web page. These two are the comment lines which are not taken for execution. So doc type HTML you have to write because this is just like a header. So in that you have to open a main tag, that is HTML. HTML is a main tag. Under that main tag, these all are the sub tags. Okay, so under head, the title will come. These are also the tags which are also included. Okay, so these are also few tags which are included here. All right. Okay, so what I did here, guys, see, I added comment here, so it will show error. I need to add a comment here because once if I open a tag, see, for every opening tag there should be a closing tag. Remember that for every opening tag there should be a closing tag. Is it clear? See, it will show the sub tagging also, so I can also do it plus or minus to hide or to unhide the contents. Clear to you? Okay, right. Then I have a habit of saving the file. So what I will do, the shortcut, I always use a shortcut for saving a file. I use Alt F and then I go for S, okay, or Alt F, yes, right? Yeah, so this is the way I save the file, or you can directly go for here to save the file. So this is how the head tag was created, right? Yeah. So why do we need a head tag? We need a head tag, okay, to store the information of a web page also, right? We need to store the information of web page. And why metadata is used? Okay, metadata is a data of data. So meta tag is used to provide us the data of data. Clear to you? It is used to provide the data of data. That is called as what? Meta, right? So it also provides us the data about your HTML document. Okay, it also provides us the data about your HTML document, right? It also provides me the data for HTML document. See, this green color will come by default. Okay, if you don't want this to be in the green color, I have to just remove the comment, right? Okay, I have to just remove the comment, then these green colors will be disabled, right? So metadata, meta tag is used for what? Storing the data of data, that is HTML document. It is used to store the data of HTML document, like it stores the type of file, okay, what are the contents of files and what type of character set, what type of character set we are going to use. Okay, yes, so this is the information which is provided by the meta tag. The meta tag will provide us all this kind of information, right? Now let me tell you what is this. So what is this data of data? What do you think data of data means, right? The HTML file information. Okay, HTML file information like size of a file, creation date and all, location of file, all this information. Okay, now when I come to type, right, when I come to the type, so what it will provide us in the type? Okay, what it will provide you? It will provide us the type of file. It will tell us that HTML or CSS or text file, right? So it is provided as the type. So content, what will be the content of file? Content, I already told that it may have a text, right? It may have graphics, okay? Then it may have audio, video, right? And so many things that will be shown into that content. Now, the main important thing is char set. Okay, so what is a char set? You had learned about ASCII, right? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So by default, we use a char set in HTML called as what? ISO. Okay, ISO. We use 8859 and 1. Okay, we use this character set. What is character set here, guys? Character set andre na? What type of characters you are going to use? There are two character sets. One is ISO, that is International Standard Organization, which will use, okay, what it is going to use? It is going to use Western, okay, it is going to use Western European language, okay, and that language is nothing but the English, okay. So what it indicates here, it indicates that our HTML files are using Western European language, that is English, okay. So meta tag will provide you all this different type of information, okay. Meta tag is going to provide you all different type of information. Is it clear? Okay, so this information is very important. You should know what is provided to us by that meta tag, right? Okay, so why I explained you meta tags? Because in some editors that meta tag will come by default, okay. Some editors will show meta tag by default. All right, then we have a link tag, okay, script style. All these tags we will learn during the programming, okay. Yeah, all right. So this is how we are going to write a head tag. Fine. So after head tag, I'm going to open one more tag, which is very important, and all the elements of your program are stored in this tag. This is called as what? A body tag. Okay, BODY. So what is a body tag? Okay, it displays, okay, all elements of your program, all elements, okay, all tags, all different types of tags, okay, all data, right? So that is included with the help of this body tag. And what is the next step? You have to close this body tag, right? So once after opening that body tag, what you have to do? You have to close that body tag. Clear to you? Yes. So let me see how many minutes are remaining for us for the session. So still until 12:55, I have conducted it. You will see, right? So if the session stops in between, do not worry. Okay. All right. So those who have entered now, enter your roll number and this one message. Put a message in the chat box as a part of attendance. All right. So close the body tag, right? So whatever information you want to display on that web page, okay. Whatever information you want to display on that web page, everything will come under what? The body tag, right? Everything will come under the body tag. I will take one more. Hello, dear all. I enjoy teaching you, right? Okay. And what is the thing? Please save your files. Always save your files, right? Then this is a part which comes under body tag. Then the last step is what, guys? Once when you complete all your content of the web page, so every content should come here, okay. Whatever content you have, that should come in the body tag. What you want to display when the program will run, what you want to do when the code will run, everything should be included within your body tag, right? And then finally close your what? HTML tag. Finally, what you need to do? Close your HTML tag. So this is the way we write the code. Okay. So when I hide this, only this part of code you need to write. Okay. You need to learn, right? So that will begin from this doc type HTML and this part of code. So whatever code you want to display as an output, everything should be displayed within the body tag, right? Yeah. Now the next thing is what? After seeing how to write a default HTML code, so I go for file, right? Yeah. And the next step, what I can do is run, okay? Or I can minimize this, okay? And then what I will do? I will go. So I'm telling the steps for how to execute the code now, okay? The steps for execution of the code, right? So I go to my folder. First, I open my folder where my files are stored. I open to G drive. I go to G drive. I go for WP division A, right? And these are the two files which I have created. See, one file is created on 18th May. One is created on 12th May. So this is our file which we created just now, right? And then what I do, I go here and I right click. Okay, I go here and I right click and I go for open with. So what is the procedure to execute the file? I go for open with and then I go for Google Chrome. Okay, and then finally I can see that my code is displayed and this is my output. Okay, so can you see the output? See, hello dear all, I enjoy teaching you. And my first web page. What is this my first web page, guys? What is this my first web page? Can you tell me? Why this is displayed here? Because we included this into the title tag. Okay, I included this into the title tag. That is why that my first web page comes in the title. Okay, and then I have got what? The message, hello dear all, I enjoy teaching you. So this is how you're going to run that code. Is it clear? Did you understand today's class? We have last 2 minutes left out for the class now. Yes, any queries for today's class? Any queries?